There is a space, a quiet chamber within us all. Perhaps you feel it now, as the world recedes, and these words find you in your solitude. We are accustomed to seeking answers in words, in explanations. We fill the air with sound, with reason, with the clamor of our thoughts. But sometimes, the deepest truth reveals itself in the absence of sound, in that profound, almost palpable silence that arises between two people. When one listens not with ears, but with their entire being, and the other simply exists. It is a sacred threshold, this silence, a quiet invitation to step beyond the superficial, beyond the masks we wear, the roles we play. Have you felt it? That rare, precious moment when the need to speak dissolves? When the impulse to fill the void with noise simply vanishes? It is then, in that spacious quiet, that something extraordinary begins to stir. Consider the breath. So often we take it for granted, a mere biological function. But in silence, the breath becomes a rhythm, a pulse, a quiet drumbeat of life. When a woman breathes deeply, life breathes with her. And when a man allows his own breath to deepen, to settle into that same slow rhythm, a bridge is built. Not with words, but with vibration, with presence. This is where the unseen currents begin to flow. Between a man and a woman flows not just passion, but life itself. And this life, this vital energy, often speaks loudest when the world falls quiet. We speak of intimacy, yet true intimacy is not always found in shared stories or confessions. Sometimes it is found in shared stillness, in the simple act of being present, without agenda, without expectation, to witness another's essence, unadorned, unedited, and to allow oneself to be witnessed in return. This is where vulnerability blossoms, not as weakness, but as a profound strength, a soft opening. Think of those moments in your own life, perhaps with a partner, a friend, or even in profound solitude. A moment when the air itself seemed to thicken with meaning, where a glance, a touch, a shared quiet breath spoke volumes that no language could ever articulate. This is the language of the soul. Desire is the language through which the soul speaks, and sometimes its deepest whisper can only be heard in the deepest quiet. When we are afraid of silence, we are often afraid of what it might reveal, the unspoken longings, the quiet aches, the truths we've pushed away. But silence is not an emptiness to be feared. It is a canvas, waiting for the soul to paint its authentic self. It is a chamber for healing. When energy is blocked, we don't lose sex, we lose vitality. And often, that blockage occurs not in the physical, but in the unseen currents of our being, which silence can help to untangle. In the quiet, we learn to listen to our own bodies, not just to their demands or their pains, but to their subtle wisdom, the hum of vitality, the gentle stirrings of desire, not as a frantic craving, but a warm, insistent current. Desire is not the body calling, it is the soul singing. And that song, if we truly listen, guides us back to ourselves, back to our innate wholeness. A man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder. And wonder, that childlike openness, often requires a cessation of noise, a softening of the mind, to truly see, to truly feel, to see the light in another's eyes, the subtle curve of a smile, the gentle rise and fall of their chest. These are not things we analyze with words. These are things we absorb with our entire being. they are felt. The fear of silence often stems from a fear of disconnection. Yet, paradoxically, it is in silence that true connection can be forged. It is in the space between words that understanding deepens. It is there that the subtle, invisible threads of energy can intertwine, creating a tapestry of shared presence that is far richer than any conversation could weave. Attraction is not sin. It's the universe remembering itself. And this memory often surfaces in the quiet moments, when our defenses are down, when our hearts are open, when we allow ourselves to simply be in the presence of another, without judgment, without expectation, to feel the subtle resonance, the quiet pull, the unspoken recognition that echoes from soul to soul. This quiet understanding, this intimate silence, is not about finding answers outside of ourselves. It is about allowing the answers that already reside within to surface. It is about rediscovering the inherent vitality that has always been yours, simply waiting for the space to breathe, to expand, to flow. It is about trusting the wisdom of your own being and the silent language of connection. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. We speak of the quiet, of the space between breaths, where true feeling resides. This sacred capacity to simply be, to listen to the whisper of your own being, to sense the subtle currents that flow beneath the surface of words and gestures. It is a profound truth that we are born with this ability, this inner ear attuned to the universe. But then it seems to fade. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, this precious gift diminishes. Why? Why does this deep silence, this tender sensing, often grow faint or even disappear entirely? Look within, my friend. Feel the relentless hum of the mind, the constant commentary, the endless planning, the replay of yesterday, the rehearsal of tomorrow. We live in a world that praises noise, that equates action with worth and silence with emptiness. We are taught to fill every void, every pause. So our inner world becomes a bustling marketplace, a place where the quiet voice of intuition, the soft hum of our own sensual energy, is simply drowned out. We become addicted to motion, to the external stimulus. The screen, the news, the endless scroll, the next task, the next obligation. We chase the immediate, the tangible, believing that constant input is living. But what happens when we never truly unplug? When do we carve out the space for the internal symphony to play? When do we allow ourselves to simply listen without judgment, without needing to fix or to change? And then there is the fear of vulnerability. To truly feel, to truly listen to the silence of another, or to the silence within ourselves, means opening the deepest chambers of our being. It means shedding our armor, revealing the tender, exquisite core of who we are. And in a world that often feels harsh, that exposure can feel terrifying. So we build walls. Walls of busyness, walls of distraction, walls of intellectualization. We convince ourselves that it is safer to remain detached, to keep things at a surface level, where the risks are minimal. But these walls, while they may protect us from perceived harm, also block the very current of life. They prevent the flow, the exchange, the deep resonance that nourishes us. This is where the profound truth emerges. When energy is blocked, we don't lose sex, we lose vitality. Think about that for a moment. It's not just about the physical act or the absence of passion in a relationship. It's about the erosion of our fundamental life force. When our energy is constantly diverted by inner noise, by the need for external validation, by the fear of our own depth, it simply stops flowing freely. We become stagnant. The colors of life seem duller, the music less vibrant, the touch less electric. We lose our creativity, our spontaneous joy, our ability to truly connect, to truly feel the world around us. This isn't a moral failing, it's an unconscious redirection of our most precious resource. It's a slow disconnection from the very essence of who we are. Our true self, our vibrant, sensual, creative self, becomes hidden beneath layers of defense and distraction. It longs to be rediscovered, to breathe again, to resonate with the profound quiet it remembers from its earliest days. Where does your energy go? Where does it dissipate into the winds of the mundane, or become trapped behind the walls of fear? This is not a question to answer with your mind, but to feel with your heart, to simply notice, to simply begin to listen. And sometimes in that silence, when the world outside fades and the noise within settles, there is a warmth, a subtle stirring, a whisper of something ancient deep inside. It's not a sudden spark, not a flash of lightning. No, it is far more profound. It is the slow, deliberate kindling of an inner flame, a gentle heat that begins to rise. This heat, it is often misunderstood. We are taught to categorize it, to label it, to reduce it to a simple physical craving. But if you listen closely, if you truly allow yourself to feel, you will recognize it as something far, far grander. It is not merely the body's awakening. It is a resonance, a deep hum that begins in the very core of your being, vibrating outward, a soul-level recognition. It is the awakening of your primal life force. Imagine for a moment the earth itself, the quiet, potent energy that lies beneath its surface, waiting to erupt in a geyser of steam, or to push a tiny seed through the soil toward the sun. That is the kind of energy we speak of, not destructive but transformative, not loud but profoundly powerful. It is the raw, untamed current of existence, flowing through everything that lives. And yes, this energy, this sacred current, flows between a man and a woman. But between a man and a woman flows not just passion, but life itself. It is the very essence of creation, the force that propels life forward, that seeks connection, that yearns to express itself in myriad forms. It is the breath of the universe, inhaling and exhaling through our very beings. When you feel that warmth, that rising tide within you, it is not just a call for physical intimacy. It is the very current of life, remembering its own boundless nature. It is the echo of creation within your soul. This is why, perhaps, we so often feel a sense of longing, a quiet ache, when this energy feels dormant or lost. Because it is not just about a missing physical act. It is about a disconnection from the very source of our vitality, our creativity, our deepest joy. When this energy is blocked, the flow restricted, we don't just lose a part of our intimate lives. No. When energy is blocked, we don't lose sex, we lose vitality. We lose that vibrant spark that ignites our purpose, our art, our compassion, our connection to the world around us. The world can seem duller, the colors muted, the music softer. This deep core energy, which we often confine to the realm of sexuality, is in truth a much broader, more magnificent force. It is the creative impulse that drives the artist to paint, the musician to compose, the architect to build. It is the same current that inspires the scientist to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, the gardener to coax beauty from the earth, the parent to nurture a child into being. It is the urge to create, to bring forth, to manifest. When you feel a surge of inspiration, a sudden clarity, a profound urge to express yourself in any form, you are tapping into this very same wellspring of primal energy. It manifests not just in the bedroom, but in the studio, the laboratory, the quiet contemplation of a new idea. It is the impulse to make something new, to leave a mark, to contribute to the grand tapestry of existence. And beyond creation, this energy is also a profound healing force. It resides in the wisdom of our bodies, in the innate capacity for renewal and repair. When we allow this current to flow freely, when we honor its presence, it can dissolve stagnation, release tension, and bring a deep sense of wholeness. It is the gentle hum that calms the nervous system, that eases the mind, that integrates the disparate parts of ourselves into a harmonious whole. Many feel this healing, this release, in moments of deep intimacy, where vulnerability opens the floodgates to a profound sense of peace and restoration. But it also manifests in solitude, when we simply breathe and allow ourselves to feel the natural, unhindered flow of life within. To simply be, to feel the warmth spread through you, melting away the tension, reconnecting you to your own inner physician, your own deep knowing. This sacred current, this life force, reminds us of our interconnectedness. It is the thread that weaves through all living beings, from the smallest microbe to the most ancient star. It is the recognition that we are not isolated islands, but parts of a vast, magnificent whole. And when we speak of desire, when we speak of that longing, that pull between two people, or even that internal yearning for something more, remember this: desire is the language through which the soul speaks. What does your soul desire? Is it merely a physical touch? Or is it something deeper? A longing for recognition, for connection, for understanding, for union? Perhaps it is a yearning to be truly seen, to be fully met, to experience a profound resonance with another. When the soul speaks through desire, it is not asking for superficial satisfaction. It is yearning for meaning, for depth, for a return to wholeness. It is seeking the reflection of itself in another, or in the world, or in a creative act. It is a sacred calling, a gentle invitation to explore the boundless landscape of your own inner world and your connection to everything around you. Consider the nature of attraction itself, that magnetic pull, that undeniable chemistry, that silent recognition that passes between two people. For too long, perhaps, we have been taught to view attraction with suspicion, to see it as something potentially dangerous, something that needs to be controlled or suppressed. But what if we understood it differently? What if we saw it not as a temptation, but as a revelation? Attraction is not sin. It's the universe remembering itself. Think of it: two rivers flowing towards each other, destined to merge into a mightier current. Two melodies intertwining to create a richer harmony. The moon pulling the tides, the earth drawing the rain. These are not acts of sin. They are acts of recognition, of inherent connection, of a deep cosmic law. When you feel attracted to another, it is not just your body responding. It is your soul recognizing a kindred spirit, a mirror, a complementary piece of the grand puzzle of existence. It is the universe, in its infinite wisdom, orchestrating a moment of remembering, a brief glimpse of its own unified nature through the lens of human connection. It is the whisper of the divine, reminding you that all things are connected, and that true intimacy is a reflection of that ultimate truth. This remembering, this deep recognition, brings with it a profound sense of peace, a quiet joy that transcends words. It is the feeling of coming home, of finally aligning with a truth you've always known in your bones, but perhaps had forgotten. It is the understanding that the heat that rises in silence is not a fleeting sensation, but a perennial current, waiting to be acknowledged, honored, and allowed to flow. It is always there, within you. This creative, healing, sacred energy. It asks only for your attention, your presence, your willingness to feel. It does not demand, it invites. It does not judge, it simply is. And in its quiet, profound presence, you will find not just the return of passion, but the rediscovery of your own boundless vitality, your own inherent wholeness. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken. And so, we arrive at this quiet threshold, a space between the known and the deeply felt, a moment for turning inward, a gentle turning, towards a wisdom that resides not in books or in doctrines, but deep within the very architecture of your being, within the sacred geometry of your bones, within the silent, unwavering rhythm of your heart. This, my friend, is the path of return, the path back to that innate, exquisite sensuality, that is not merely an act, but a state of being. It is your most ancient, most precious birthright. This path, it asks not for grand performative gestures. It does not demand strenuous effort or the rigid adherence to any technique. No, it asks for something far more profound, far more courageous than mere action. It asks for presence, for a profound stillness, a receptive quietude that allows the softest whispers of your own being, the long unheard murmurs of your soul to finally, truly be heard. In our hurried, striving world, we are so often taught to chase, to acquire, to strive for external validations. We seek to do, to conquer, to achieve. But the very essence of true sensual awakening, of genuine vitality, lies in the forgotten art of learning to be, to simply, purely inhabit your own magnificent sacred vessel. Imagine, if you will, a vast ancient lake. Its surface, at times, is ruffled by the relentless winds of daily life, by the endless cycle of obligations, by the insistent demands of the external world, by the echoing whispers of past disappointments, or the anxieties of the future. And when the surface is agitated thus, the water appears murky, turbulent. The profound depths beneath remain hidden, obscured. Yet beneath that restless, agitated surface, the lake itself remains eternally deep, exquisitely clear, teeming with a vibrant, unseen life. Our own inner landscape, our vast emotional and energetic ocean, is much the same. The external currents may stir us, may even tempestuously toss us, but the profound stillness, the vibrant living core of our being, is always there. It is unchanging. It is waiting, patiently. To truly return to your sensuality, to reclaim this vital current, is to consciously invite that stillness. It is to consciously, gently release the tenacious grip of control, the relentless need to manipulate, to orchestrate, to force an outcome, any outcome, upon the delicate organic dance of your inner world. This surrender, this profound letting go, is not a weakness. Oh no, it is the very essence of power. The power to simply allow. To allow life to flow. To allow sensation to arise. To allow your true nature to reveal itself, unhindered. And how, you might ask, do we begin this gentle surrender? How do we construct that delicate yet resilient bridge between the often overthinking mind and the deeply feeling, sensing body? It is through the most fundamental, the most accessible, the most sacred act of life itself, your breath. Your very own breath. This invisible current, this vital force that animates every single cell, every subtle pulse, every nascent sensation within you. It is the ancient, the primal, the ever-present connection, the luminous thread that intricately weaves your spirit into your flesh. It is the living testament to your existence. Take a moment now just to quietly notice it, not to consciously change its rhythm, not to judge its depth or shallowness, simply to feel the gentle rhythmic rising and the soft, complete falling, the quiet, expansive invitation of the inhale and the profound, peaceful release of the exhale. This breath, it is not merely air entering and leaving your lungs. Oh no, it is pure life force. It is prana, it is chi, it is the very current of creation itself, flowing through you, sustaining you, nourishing you. It is the silent song of your aliveness. When a woman breathes deeply, truly deeply, allowing her breath to descend not just into her chest, but into the softest, most sacred spaces of her being, into her belly, her womb space, her very core, life breathes with her. Her entire body becomes a resonant vessel, not just for air, but for the living, pulsating rhythm of the universe. Her breath grounds her, roots her, into the rich, fertile earth of her own profound femininity. It is a homecoming. It rekindles a forgotten warmth, a deep, resonant hum, a vibrant thrum that vibrates from her innermost core outward, touching everything she encounters. This is not a technique designed for mere physical pleasure, though pleasure may certainly arise. This is an invitation, a profound invitation to inhabit her own magnificent temple, with reverence, with deep gratitude, with unshakable presence. It allows her to feel not just a fleeting sensation, but the very essence of being a woman, a blossoming, an unfolding, a profound embodied presence that radiates. For a man, the breath is equally profoundly transformative. Often, from a young age, we are subtly or overtly taught to hold, to contain, to project an image of unwavering strength outwardly. We are encouraged to be impenetrable. But true strength, the kind that radiates from a man who is deeply, authentically connected to his inner world, stems not from rigidity, but from his capacity to receive, to draw in, to expand, to let the breath fill his entire being, not just his chest, but his belly, his loins, his very soul. It is in this mindful, expansive breath, this deep receptivity, that he can reconnect with his own ancient wellspring of vitality. His capacity to be truly present, to be deeply grounded, to be a steady, unwavering, and compassionate presence for himself first, and then for those he loves, for the world around him. We often fall prey to the limiting belief that a man loses power when he ages, that his potency diminishes, his sharp edge dulls, his capacity for vital engagement fades. But this is a profound misunderstanding of true power. A man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder. When the world, in all its astonishing complexity and beauty, ceases to be a source of awe for him. When his gaze becomes jaded, dimmed by cynicism or habit. When the sacred fire of curiosity, the vibrant spark of appreciation, the sheer joy of discovery dims within him. The power of a man, true, enduring power, lies not in physical prowess alone, though that has its place. It lies in his depth of presence, his unwavering capacity for reverence, his profound ability to see the sacred in the everyday and in the extraordinary. When he breathes with wonder, when his heart is open to the miracles around and within him, he breathes with life. And that life, that vibrant, open-hearted engagement, is his true, inexhaustible power. The journey back to sensuality, then, is, at its heart, a journey of courage. The courage to truly to feel everything that arises within you. Not just the easy, comfortable, or overtly pleasurable sensations, but also the subtle, the unfamiliar, the sometimes uncomfortable, the long dormant echoes of what once was or what could be. We have perhaps learned to guard ourselves so meticulously, to construct formidable walls around our hearts, around our deepest, most vulnerable desires, believing, perhaps mistakenly, that this intricate armor protects us from pain. But in doing so, inadvertently, we also block the vibrant, nourishing flow of joy, of genuine intimacy, of the vibrant, living energy that ceaselessly seeks to express itself through us, as us. To feel again, to truly allow oneself to feel, means to become vulnerable, to consciously open the gates that have long been closed, to allow the powerful, cleansing currents of life to flow, even if they feel unfamiliar, even if they bring forth emotions or sensations that have been suppressed for decades. It is to truly understand at a cellular level that attraction is not sin. It's the universe remembering itself. It is the sacred, undeniable call of life, inviting itself to be lived fully, passionately, authentically, in every moment. This path, it is not about performance. It's not about mastering a set of techniques to achieve a predetermined state or to impress another. It is about dissolving the artificial barriers, the harsh judgments, the heavy, often inherited expectations that have been mistakenly placed upon your inherent, sacred, sensual nature. It is about returning to a state of innocent, unadulterated curiosity. Like a child discovering the world for the very first time, with wide, open eyes and an open, receptive heart, amazed by every single detail. Trust the unmanifested. This, perhaps, is the most challenging, yet ultimately the most liberating aspect of this profound inner journey. We are so deeply accustomed to seeking what is tangible, what can be seen, touched, measured, quantified. But the deepest currents of sensual energy, the most profound movements of the soul, are often unseen. They are felt, they are intuited, they are the subtle, almost imperceptible shifts in atmosphere, the quiet, resonant hum beneath the surface of conversation, the magnetic pull that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. When you allow yourself to simply be, to breathe with conscious awareness, to feel deeply, without needing to immediately name, to analyze, to dissect, to categorize every sensation, you open yourself to a deeper, more profound intelligence, to the ancient, inherent wisdom of your body, to the clear, resonant voice of your soul. This wisdom, it knows the way. It knows what your being truly longs for. It knows how to heal the deepest wounds. It knows how to forge authentic connection. It knows how to inspire. Your body, this intricate, miraculous form, is not merely a vessel for experience. It is a living, breathing, sensing source of profound, ancient knowledge. It speaks a timeless language of sensation, of intuition, of subtle, resonant energy. And the more you quiet the relentless external noise, the more you listen, truly listen. The silence, it is not merely the absence of sound. No, it is a space, a sacred chamber where the true symphony of life plays on, unheard by the clamor of the world. In this profound quiet, the external world fades, and the inner landscape begins to reveal itself with a clarity, a gentle insistence that is often lost in our busy lives. We are so accustomed to the constant hum of activity, the endless stream of thoughts, the demands of the day. But when these recede, when the noise softens, something else begins to emerge, a deeper truth. We often fear silence, for it asks us to confront ourselves. It invites us to sit with what is, with what has been neglected, with what yearns for attention. Yet, it is in this very stillness, in this brave act of simply being, that true connection truly begins. Not with words, which can so easily mislead, not with gestures, which can be misinterpreted, but with the deep, resonant hum of being meeting being. It is here, in the quiet between two souls, or even within your own solitary space, that the true current flows, unburdened by expectation, unmarred by judgment. Between a man and a woman flows not just passion, but life itself. This flow, this vibrant, unseen river of vital energy, it is always there, waiting. It does not cease, it does not diminish, even if you have not felt its presence in a long time. It simply awaits the space, the stillness, the permission to move freely once more, to surge and swirl, to nourish and renew. It is the very essence of creation, the spark of existence itself, coursing through your veins. Think of it. This silence is not emptiness. Far from it. It is a cradle, a soft, warm, nurturing space, rich with potential, where true connection is born. It is where the soul, remembering its own vastness, its boundless nature, remembers its wholeness. We are not fragments, broken by time or circumstance, by past hurts or future fears. We are complete, inherently so, perfect in our intricate design. And the longing we feel, the quiet ache for something more, the sense of something missing, that is often the soul whispering its truth, reminding us of this inherent completeness, this deep well of life within. Desire is the language through which the soul speaks. It is not merely a physical urge, a momentary spark that ignites and then fades. No, it is a deep, primal yearning for reunion, for connection, for the vibrant dance of creation that exists within all of us. When we silence the mind, when we still the incessant chatter of our doubts and our obligations, we can begin to hear this language, clear and true. It is a song, not of demand, but of invitation, a call from the depths of your being to embrace life in its fullest, most sensual expression. Perhaps you have felt it, this quiet fading, this sense that something essential has been lost. The spark, the zest, the vital current that once made the world feel vivid and full of promise. We mistake it for an ending. We believe it has gone, vanished with the years, or with the burdens of life, with the responsibilities that weigh us down. But I tell you, with absolute certainty, this energy never truly dies. It cannot. It is the very fabric of who you are. It is the riverbed that remains, even when the waters seem to have receded. When energy is blocked, we don't lose sex, we lose vitality. We lose the very current that animates us, that inspires us, that makes us feel alive, fully present, fully engaged with the world. The blockage is not a loss, not an absence, but a dam, a stopping of the natural flow, a resistance to the inherent movement of life. And like a river seeking its way to the vast open sea, this energy, this life force within you, seeks its way to flow once more. It pushes against the barriers, gently at first, then with increasing insistence. It simply waits for you to listen, for you to breathe, for you to grant it permission to move. Consider the breath, so simple, so profound, yet often taken for granted. It is the first act of life, and the last. It is the rhythm of existence. When a woman breathes deeply, Life breathes with her. Her very being becomes a conscious vessel, open to the influx of energy, of sensation, of pure, unadulterated life. Her body, a temple of feeling, attuned to the subtle vibrations of the universe. And a man, when he allows himself to truly feel, to sink into the quiet awareness of his own body, beyond expectation, beyond performance, beyond the need to control, he too becomes a conduit for this primal, creative force. He connects to a strength, not of brute force, but of deep, grounded presence, a stillness that holds immense power. For too long, we have misunderstood desire. We have caged it, shamed it, reduced it to something base, something to be indulged in secret, or controlled with an iron will. But it is anything but. Desire is not the body calling, it is the soul singing. It is the deepest part of us, reaching out, for communion, for union, for the ecstatic remembrance of our shared essence. It is the spirit, seeking to express itself through the flesh, to experience the richness of existence through the senses. To deny this song is to deny a fundamental part of who we are, to mute the very music of our being. And this pull, this magnetic force that draws us together, this exquisite tension between masculine and feminine, the interplay of light and shadow, receptivity and assertion, it is not a flaw. It is not sin. It is not something to be feared or suppressed. Attraction is not sin. It's the universe remembering itself. It is the fundamental principle of creation playing out in the most intimate spaces of our lives. It is the universe seeking to know itself through us, through our touch, our gaze, our shared breath, our vulnerable openness. It is a sacred dance, an ancient memory encoded in our very cells, a longing for the original unity. Perhaps you feel, with the passage of years, that some essential power has diminished, that the fire has cooled, the passion faded. Believe me, this is not so. A man doesn't lose power when he ages. He loses it when he stops looking with wonder, when he stops seeing the divine in the everyday, when he stops feeling the pulse of life within him and within the woman beside him, when he ceases to be curious, to explore, to marvel. Power is not external. It is not something granted by youth or strength alone. It is an inner wellspring, fed by presence, by awe, by an open heart, by the willingness to truly see and to be seen. It is the power of quiet wisdom, of grounded strength, of deep empathy, a richness that only time can bestow. The wisdom of the body, the wisdom of the spirit, they are intertwined. They speak in whispers, in sensations, in the subtle currents that flow beneath the surface of our awareness. They speak of ancient truths, of inherent worth, of boundless potential. To truly awaken is to learn to listen to these whispers again, to trust them, to allow them to guide you back to your own inherent vibrancy, your own unique expression of life, your own magnificent, sensual being. It is a gentle process, this awakening. It is not about forcing, but allowing, not about striving, but receiving. It is about remembering that you are already whole, already complete, already vibrant. The energy is not something you acquire, something you must chase or earn. It is something you are. It is your fundamental nature, and it has been patiently waiting within you for this very moment, for your gentle acknowledgement, for your loving invitation. To allow this current to flow is to allow life itself to flow through you, unhindered, unimpeded. It is to reclaim your birthright, to feel deeply, profoundly, to connect truly, authentically. It is to embrace the sacred dance of existence with open arms and an open heart. To remember the wild, beautiful current that pulses within, connecting you to all of life and to your deepest, most vital self. So, listen now to the quiet hum within you. Feel the subtle stirrings, the gentle invitation. Breathe into that space, that sacred cradle of your being. Allow yourself to remember, to rekindle, to simply be. Love, feel, breathe. The energy within you has never died. It's been waiting for you to awaken.